You didn't ask, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. So in my previous video, we were talking about doing walkthroughs and verifying inspection items, and I saw this comment. And this is why it is very important to, even though in the inspection, you may come up with some repairs that are needed for the property. So for example, maybe you want them to clean the furnace, you want them to repair a leaky faucet, or things like that. So having it in the contract that not only do they have to complete these repairs, but they have to complete it by a professional. So if it's plumbing, you want a licensed plumber. If it's electrical, you want a licensed electrician. Unless it's something minor that you're not concerned about, you want to be very specific about who is going to do it, what specifically is going to be done. And so it's best to know word for word what is needed instead of guessing, because 9 out of 10 times the seller is just going to take the path of least resistance, which basically means the cheapest option. So you want to be very specific about what is being repaired, who is repairing it, and then that they have to provide the invoices showing that that repair was done. But that doesn't negate the need to still do the walkthrough and verify that these things have been done. And the reason is, for example, I had a property where the GCFI outlets, or GFCI, whichever, the outlets, were old. And so usually every 2 to 3 years, you have to replace those. Honestly, it's like a $15 Walmart or Home Depot purchase. Most people can do it themselves. However, sometimes it might be better to get an electrician to do it. So they completed all these repairs, provided the invoices for the repairs, but upon inspection, they still didn't work. When we did our final walkthrough, they still didn't work. And the problem was that they fixed the wrong outlets. I had a second case where in the master bathroom, one of the sinks was leaking. And so we stated, which sink was leaking and to repair it. Well, they sent us the invoice basically saying that the plumber inspected it, did not see any leaks, and so there was no repairs to be needed. And it was written by the plumber, so there was a licensed plumber who inspected it and who was stating that. So it wasn't, just the seller saying that. Well, the reason that was the case was because they looked at the wrong sink. There are multiple sinks in the master bathroom. So things like this happen all the time. So you can still get invoices for repairs, but that doesn't mean that whatever you identified that needed to be repaired was repaired, or that it was repaired correctly. So that's why, again, a walkthrough is still important. Verifying, going down that checklist of things that was supposed to be done and verifying that everything was done in the manner that it was supposed to. So if you have any more questions, I'm here to help.